Hey guys, I've been recording this video for the last 2 hours, but it turns out I forgot to actually hit record, so you're joining 2 months late. Welcome to the Second Vietnam War, the bastards invaded again. There's also, shall we say, things happening across the world. I mean, this isn't normal. Cuba seems to not be having that fun of a time of it, really. But yes, that's what happens when you just let an aircraft carrier sit there on your coastline. Okay, we're still kind of secure at the moment. They're just kind of sending small attacks, but we have lost 1,500 soldiers. It's not great, and they've only lost about 550 odd. Obviously, they have other problems now, what with Cuba and so on. Yeah, we'll have to hope that they don't escalate things very much. We also have a submarine going up towards Hawaii, so it can scout out enemy patrol movements. Hopefully, it can also sink some landing craft in the process. It looks like there's airstrikes in the north, and they're not the kind that we can do anything about because we can't see the aircraft. We'll have to move our cruisers in, except we can't, because that would take us through Chinese waters. There's really not much we can do against that sort of firepower. We have these artillery pieces on their way through the Panama Canal to see if they can reinforce Cuba. Would you look at that? Cuba is invading Miami, and they could actually win that. Oh, that's exciting. That's very exciting. Okay, we're going to send this cruiser through to international waters, because whatever's happening here... Look, it's aircraft. We can't do anything against them. We can try and launch some missiles, but no. But to hit them, we would have to violate Chinese territory, which we really don't want to do. Look, they can bomb us all they damn want. They can't win this unless they actually land, and we're going to hold out until they do. Yeah, we have some Laotian missile launchers on the way. Hopefully they can help defend us against those aircraft. It has cost £1 billion, and it's going to be a monthly cost of almost £1 billion, but it's their fault after all. Let's see how Cuba's getting on. Nothing extraordinary, I see. Their aircraft are way too quick for us to react to. That's really annoying. Oh, we have a helicopter inbound. Quick! Missiles! Boom. Okay, how... Okay, so they have a nuclear submarine that is being able to absolutely bombard the crap out of us from basically Alaska. Gonna see if we can maneuver our submarine to take them out, but god, that's annoying. That's very annoying. Go on, submarine. Please take out that nuclear submarine. God, please. God, please. This is gonna be bad. Whoa, nuclear submarine. Get it. Get it. Everything we have, get that nuclear submarine. You can't just let that thing go. Okay, so we sank one of their nuclear submarines. That's big. Those things are extremely expensive. But yeah, this fucking sucks at the moment. It's only small scale. This shouldn't be catastrophic, just really annoying. Hooray! Oh crap, they actually just... see, this is why you have to pay attention. They've landed 62,000 soldiers in the area. Okay, okay. But if we manage to nip this in the bud, that's like... Oh, that is a lot of enemy soldiers that we could take out here. That would make their war very unpopular. So if we get like every artillery piece we have, we can whittle that down, hopefully. Okay. at least once they have to go back in the trench. This is like the one area. Well, actually, they're just about going to skirt past the mines, aren't they? We've got helicopters coming in. Okay, they've lost what, like 10,000 there? Come on, what else do we have? Where'd all my fighters go? I had an airbase here. Where'd all my fighters go? Did they bomb them? Did they do the whole air superiority thing? Okay, so if we just minefield this area, hopefully that should mean they can't get in here without heavy losses. Once again, that was the one area I didn't mine. That's upsetting. Yeah, I think they're going for BNOA. Where are they going? Are they trying to go down to Rakjia? Interesting. And look at that. 1,620 American soldiers have deserted. More helicopters and more jet fighters coming in. There appears to be enemy missiles coming over India. What could that possibly be? There is no godly way their nuclear submarines can reach that far. Come on, Syria, I really need you to start taking the heat off us here. This is getting bad. Our special attack force is nearing its target, however. This army is slowly letting itself get whittled down. They're trying to remove the minefields. Oh, you bastards. I worked hard on that. But hopefully they're just gonna... yeah, they're just going to sit there and get taken out by our ships. And look at that. Problem solved. Let's have a look at the casualty counts. Oh yeah, that would appear to be 11,000 dead Americans and 4,500 desertions. We've not got a single one. Everyone here is being very faithful right now. Loads of helicopters flying overhead. Did they sink our ships when I wasn't paying attention? Was that a perfect diversion? Ah, I think they just did the perfect diversionary attack on us. Ah, right when we weren't paying attention, the bastards. That's cold. We seem to have another landing force. What's that? 19,000. Okay, we have some commandos after it. Soldiers. God. Where'd the artillery I had over here go? Ah, it's over here. Crap. Right, we could intercept them before they get to the minefields, I guess. We can get the ship back round. We can start letting them have it there. We are losing ships now. They're targeting our ships. No, we have to get them back in port. Look at all these missiles. How are we supposed to come close to defending against this? You're fighting Syria. Fight Syria. Holy Jesus, that's an aircraft carrier. Yep, once again, literally everything we have on that thing. Which I think is finally actually starting to dry up somehow. That's concerning. We don't seem to have any more ships in the area. Ah, submarines. Quick, get it. Yeah, we just lost the naval base. So yeah, we're going to get our ships in. We're going to get those to hopefully sink the aircraft carrier. Maybe they'll think twice. Why do we have 160,000 people out to sea? What are you doing, AI? No, I tell you what. General, you are no longer in command. I am in command of this now. What the fuck are you doing? Fuck it, everyone run away to Hanoi. But look at that. Aircraft carrier down. Got these helicopters running away? I don't think so. Oh my god, they took Miami. They took Miami. They've taken Fort Lauderdale Hollywood Airport. Jesus, and they've taken Miami Airport. My god, talk about momentum. Go on. They've taken an oil rig in Miami. Hey. Yeah, they've lost more and they've had more people desert. Really, they're not having a fun time. Well, we're not having a fun time either, but still, you know. They have a ship in the harbour. Nothing we can do with that there. We'll have to get our ships around, I suppose. Yeah. I think our navy is currently running out, but still, we have to do what we can. Can we get the artillery involved? They have a landing craft of a few soldiers here. Let's nip that in the bud really quick. Easy. That's only about 100 people. Okay, so we managed to sink the ships with our artillery. Good, very good. We'll keep the ships around here for rapid response. My god, Cuba is absolutely smashing it over here. We've got another 15,000 American soldiers landing. Let's get the ships and the artillery. And we finally wiped that one out as well. Now this was part of my grand plan. Just below South Africa, America has an overseas territory which houses the Center for Volcanic Studies on this tiny island which has a population of 51, where every bargaining chip is a bargaining chip. And just for that, we have taken the Center for Volcanic Studies. And since our commandos arrived and the enemy decided to retreat with their singular tank, we now control Guam as well. At this point, in the interests of peace, we decide to propose a peace treaty. They get to have their 2 islands back, and we get to have peace. We then tried saying, can we please just pay you $50 billion for you to piss off? As a result, peace started to return to the world. Of course, Russia was still busy invading France, but that's not our business. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching.